It's
and
Oddworld.
Hey oddballs, I'm your host Jensen, and welcome to episode 44. You guys, my mom is here today helping me out so I can record. It may seem like nothing to you, but being a stay-at-home mom and doing a podcast at the same time, it's kind of a lot of work sometimes. And my mom listens to this, so I'm just giving her a little shout out. So hi, thank you. My dad listens too. They're my biggest fans because I'm so blessed. I will never say that again. So anyhow, hi, welcome to the episode. Today, it's somebody's birthday, whether it's yours or, it's somebody's birthday. So happy birthday to you May 3rd babies. You know what that means. We're going to read in the birthday book today. So here we go.
Happy birthday.
Those born on May 3rd are astute judges of character, utilizing their highly developed skills of intuition, perception, and intellectual objectivity to make often extremely realistic assessments of others. They can also apply these interpersonal talents to collective human situations, thus giving them a profound understanding of the reasons underlying both individual behavior and group dynamics. They are driven by an almost scientific curiosity, and the nature of this inquisitiveness, together with the information they glean in the process, endows them with the genuine concern for their fellow beings. Linked with the necessary emotional detachment, this equips them admirably to become psychologists, psychiatrists, or counselors. Careers as market researchers or advertising executives are also favored. Combined with their human awareness, their ability to think pragmatically additionally promises success in the political sphere. Although those born on this day manifest a healthy hedonistic streak, which enables them to discard their professional persona and enjoy life to the full when appropriate, they may have difficulty in committing themselves to a single partner, a problem that derives from their inherent propensity to judge people with their head rather than their heart. While others are attracted to May 3rd people for the fun that they generate, as well as the sound advice that they proffer, those seeking more enduring relationships may be disappointed. Once strong emotional bonds are formed, however, these people remain steadfastly affectionate and caring toward those closest to them. Their virtues are insightful, optimistic, and sociable. Their vices are judgmental, detached, and non-committal. I hope you have a wonderful day, you May 3rd babies. And let's go ahead and hop into stories.
This comes from skylillie on Reddit.
I haven't shared this story with a lot of people, mostly because I've never been given the opportunity to bring it up. My sister and I shared an experience that we will never forget. When I was around 7 and my sister was 9, my family moved into a house that was beside a huge cemetery. I'm talking thousands and thousands of bodies buried there. There was also a mausoleum that had probably 100 or so people in it. You couldn't see our house from the road. It was hidden by trees. Our driveway was long, and as you drove up, you could literally read headstones. It was convenient for my family at the time because my dad worked at this cemetery as a gravedigger. As young kids, my sister and I weren't scared of this house or the cemetery. We hadn't really ever been exposed to the idea of paranormal things yet. We actually would spend a lot of time walking around the cemetery and the fountains that were there. We would also go visit our dad while he was at work. But my parents were just kind of off-put about the house once we started living there. I remembered them mentioning how there were holes in the corners of the rooms, like the previous owner had cameras in the house. But as kids, we didn't really get why that would be weird. My mom's mom lived with us at the time. We called her Nanny. She had strokes in the past and was kind of frail. She couldn't walk that well and needed assistance doing certain things. She was just really weak from her strokes. But at this point in time, her mind was still sharp. My nanny's room and my sister's room were connected by a bathroom. So each room had a door to the bathroom. One day my parents went grocery shopping and left us with my nanny to watch us. It probably wouldn't have been a good idea to do that, but my sister and I were pretty well behaved. We wouldn't do anything bad or give her a hard time. My sister and I were sitting in the middle of my sister's room, playing on the floor. All of a sudden, the bathroom door, that was closed, started shaking violently. Like someone was grabbing the doorknob and shaking it as hard as they could. We immediately got up and went to my nanny. She was sitting in her room, watching TV. We stayed in her room until my parents came back. I know for certain it wasn't her, because she would have said so. Even then, there's no way she would have been able to shake the door like that. She was just too weak. My sister had other things happen in that house, like figures peeking in at her through the crack in the bedroom door, and we also would see a little girl with black hair. Most of the time, not even inside our house. She was mostly outside around our house. That's the only paranormal thing that I have ever experienced, but to me it's significant, especially because I wasn't the only one who witnessed it. And my nanny was there to verify it wasn't her. I think it would be pretty fun to live next to a cemetery, but I'm a weirdo like that, so hi, welcome to my podcast. I like paranormal things in case you didn't figure that out by now. But if that was the only paranormal experience though, I would consider that pretty good, I think. I don't know, seeing a girl with black hair, I feel like that's very common. I don't know why, but I feel like women in white and girls with black hair are very common apparitions to see. And I should do some more research into why that is. It brings up this girl that I saw on Instagram, and I will have to find her and link her below, but I do not remember her name. But she just does this little skit where she plays somebody who is like typing in their ghost outfit and what they like their ghost outfit to be. One of the people who she's typing the ghost outfit in for is basically like, I want a dirty bedsheet. And she's like, you know, that's really creepy, right? I don't know. You'll just have to go watch it. I'll have to find it and I'll link it and I'll post it on my Instagram if you do follow me there. And I will shut up and we will get to the next story. So here we go.
This comes from arising_bones on Reddit.
This is probably not uncommon, but I saw a woman in white. I've been digging into a few posts lately, and this seems like a common sighting from what I've gathered so far. We lived near a very big lake where the street made a turn all around it. living right at the end of the lake near a forest. It was a pretty lonely place except for the bugs. But I liked to live there. The side we had to cross to get to our house directly had a lot of public grills near the lake, one right after the other, and right in the middle of the sequence of grills, there was a pier where people often drove boats from. I was a teenager, driving with my parents home late at night. I was in shock when I saw the woman standing at the edge of the pier, all alone, in a very clean, full white dress and long black hair. She had her back facing us. My parents weren't looking, so they didn't see anything. I told them after we were already far away. I sometimes regret not telling them earlier and asking them to stop the car to see what she was doing there. Just because I wish I could have known what it was about. So you're probably thinking, Jensen, did you plan this? Because you were literally just talking about a woman in white. Maybe I did. But see what I'm saying? Women in white with black hair. It's your classic apparition. And I totally agree with them, and I wish they would have stopped to figure out what that woman was doing there, whether it was an actual apparition or a human, because who knows? You don't know. I don't know. But have you had an experience of an apparition that is of a woman in white with black hair? Because I actually really want to know how many people out there have, because like I said, very common, very common. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And well, it's an odd world after all.
Oddballs. Go follow us on It's an Odd World After All podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Also, give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. If you have a story you would like to share, email us at it'sanoddworldafterall@gmail.com or message us on one of our social platforms. Don't forget to share us with your family and friends. And check out our website, it'sanoddworldafterall.com.